Now, after killing someone, there's no need to worry about disposing of the body anymore. A foreign assassin has developed a new high-tech bag, indistinguishable from an ordinary sealed bag in appearance, and extremely easy to carry. Simply put the body inside, press a button, and in less than 60 minutes, the corrosive liquid inside will dissolve the body into fish bait, saving even the trouble of cleaning up the bloodstains. But the assassin's mission today goes far beyond that. He pulls out various prosthetic parts, attaches them to the face, and the murdered man is instantly resurrected. The only problem is that the man's left eye is fake, so the assassin can only use a colored contact lens as a makeshift substitute. His real target is the groom, Michael. The man from before was only there to get a wedding ticket. Once Michael is dealt with, he only needs to remove the prosthetic and escape easily. And the police would never guess that the killer they're hunting is already in the belly of a fish. As the assassin surveyed the surroundings, he inadvertently glimpsed a guest with a hidden camera on their chest. This was clearly an undercover police officer. A rash move now would inevitably expose him. The assassin was furious because his employer hadn't mentioned any police agents present when assigning the job. This required more money. Just as the assassin and employer were haggling, waitress Sarah suddenly burst in. Because international banquets emphasize freshness, to ensure the oysters were alive, they needed to be shucked on the spot. They had to retrieve the live oysters from the water, pry them open with a special oyster shucker, and then serve them to the guests. The assassin wasn't sure if Sarah had overheard anything, but just in case, he decided to frame her. He secretly stole Sarah's oyster shucker and then unplugged the refrigerator. The trap was set. It was time to get to work. Michael was particularly uncomfortable at this moment, especially given his already somewhat awkward size. He was about to curse when the assassin pulled out a vial of anesthetic and plunged it into Michael's neck. The assassin had originally planned to wait until Michael finished relieving himself before acting, to avoid getting his shoes dirty. But time was of the essence. The job was urgent. As darkness fell, the assassin pretended to be drunk and, supporting the unconscious Michael, stumbled towards the beach. Since the refrigerator had been unplugged, the entire cabinet of oysters was no longer fresh, and naturally, no guest wanted to eat them. Seeing this, Sarah panicked, thinking it was a child's prank, but she could only grumble and sulk as she hurried to the dock to retrieve fresh oysters. This was exactly what the assassin wanted. He had already used the oyster cleaver to kill Michael. Now, all he needed to do was make Sarah take the blame. A few minutes later, fireworks were set off on the beach. All the guests were drawn to them. The bride screamed in panic. The wedding hasn't even started. Why are the fireworks on before? She stormed to the beach, about to yell at the groom, but the words caught in her throat. She saw Sarah, looking bewildered, getting up from the direction of the dock, still clutching the blood-stained oyster cleaver. The evidence was irrefutable. Her suspicion of murder was impossible to clear.